they're very aggressive. The males are. The hens are no problem. Actually,
what's the difference between an ostrich and an emu?
Size. Size and a whole different animal. I have emus at my house.
You do?
I have one pair.
Oh, don't tell Larry. He'll go.
Which is the larger?
Emu oil.
Ostrich.
Oh yeah. My daughter gets into it with the emus.
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
Put her in there.
That's where it comes from.
Because in Texas, I heard
they slaughtered them.
a lot of people are stealing them and all that because, I mean, obviously the value of the meat. And they put little...
Back in the 90s when everyone was getting into it, especially ostrich and emu,
the prices went through the roof.
the price went through the roof because it was all new, but then people didn't know how to sell their meat. And my brother and I owned the company, and we always sold all of our own meat. We never had a problem.
Okay.
So we were one of the last American companies that are doing ostrich. A lot of ostrich is imported.
Okay, the taste of ostrich and emu is similar?
It's close.
Okay.
It's close. I like ostrich better.
Okay.
Nice and rare?
Rare, yeah, medium rare.
Has to
It's perfect.
Yeah.
To show it.
Fat?
Question.
How big are the babies when they
The size of the egg.
Oh, the size of the egg?
How did you raise a year?
I'm shooting for 800 this year.
Wow. Ooh.
And how many pounds of meat come out of one?
70.
Jeez.
Yeah, and everything I raise, I can sell.
And how many are slaughtered?
800.
Oh,
The following year.
Oh, you do it full.
Yeah, it takes me 1 year to. I'm gonna grow 800 here, and then I have other people that want to buy chicks, and I'll buy them back from them. I just don't want to.
Oh, they'll raise it for you, basically.
Yeah, they're gonna do a feedlot for me. Sort of same thing. I just don't have to come up with the feed.
Yeah.
We go through about 24, 25 times a month.
Wow.
Where's the nearest other farm from here?
Other farm?
Yeah, is there another? Where would you closest be? Pennsylvania or?
Yeah, I guess so. There's one guy in Pennsylvania I work with a little bit.
Okay.
As far as New Jersey, I think, are you the only ostrich farm?
Only one I know of.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
And how much is it for a pound meat?
Anywhere ground meat's usually about $5 or $6 a pound,
For the nice steak?
and the steaks are anywhere between 15 to 16 a pound. Now there's no fat on the steaks. If you get 8 ounces, you're gonna get 8 ounces.
And a breast, how much is it?
There's no breast meat. It's all their back of the bird. Back and leg. All the leg meat is too tough, so we put that in the ground meat.
And then and the back, it's not like a chicken carcass?
Totally different.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally different.
I've had it as a
sell
fillet, and it's all the meat that comes off the back is like a fillet.
Most of it.
Okay.
So most of it. The way I break my bird down is I get 12 pounds of fillet, 35 pounds of steak, and the rest ground.
The steak would be like a thin cutlet.
I make it's a medium tender muscle that we needle it for the customer, so it's a little bit tender. Yeah,
And then
it's good.
Just a quick broil or fry.
Yep, and it's all pre-portioned. Pre-portioned everything. There's a couple cuts you can keep whole, but for the consumer end, they want it pre-portioned. They want to know what they're buying.
Right.
So there's no waste.
Can you do like a roast beef type? You do the whole piece?
There's no fat. So you'd have to like
Bacon and
you'd have to maybe slow cook it.
Yeah, it would.
The muscle goes from thick to thin, so it's not like a. It's not a. Some people were taking the leg meat and making that into roast beef, but it's too tough. There's no fat. And any fat that we get on the bird, I sell it to
When it comes Scout offices, so maybe we can go buy some.
Yeah, we sell the egg, fresh egg, and the egg shell, and then we sell feathers, and then we sell the skin for boots. We sell them to boot companies, and then we sell the meat. And we also sell pet food, the hearts, the necks, the livers. Probably, I think, 4 or 5 days of ice this year on the ground. And I actually had birds stranded in the fields. And they were out there for 4 or 5 days, and then I got to the point that I didn't want them being out there much longer. I put hay underneath them, because they just couldn't get up. I actually was pushing them down by hand. My daughter and I were pushing them down. Yeah, down the hill. Yeah, so that's the only bad thing about winter.
What do you feed them?
Alfalfa and corn.
A corn kernel or corn cob?
Well, I get a pelleted made.
Okay.
And is that organic?
It's not certified organic. It's the closest thing to be
Okay.
certification. The certification's expensive.
Yeah.
I don't say it's organic.
Oh, but it's organic style.
It's the closest thing.
Yeah.
I can't sell it as organic.
right?
Yeah.
It's natural.
Hey, is it true that they bury their heads in the ground?
No.
What we were taught in school, that. Oh my
Where that
God.
comes from is that when the hen is laying on the nest,
Yeah.
and which they do, they'll actually sit on the nest. They'll get their whole box. I was there all day yesterday. I delivered them and made sure they were okay.
Nice.
But so yeah, two of ours are over at the Bronx Zoo. This is a normal size egg. It's about 1,800 grams. We've got some bigger, some smaller, but this is an average size. We sell them to restaurants and consumers in the city, all over.
What do they make with them?
do with them?
I've got a couple of customers that come up. Their children are actually allergic to regular chicken eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, I feed I eat ostrich eggs.
And scrambled eggs, you can just like scramble
It tastes. You ever have a real all natural egg, like a farm,
Like a brown egg?
fresh. Yeah.
a brown egg, or
Yeah, like it's
sour
so
organic
yellow,
egg?
the yolk is so...
Yeah.
This is what it tastes like.
And what's that equal? About 8 eggs?
This is,
If you're making an omelet?
this is like 24.
Make it.
Wow.
Really?
How many people?
Who doesn't?
How many?
Easy, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Now, do you scramble it and refrigerate it? You don't use it all at once, right? So
People
does it
do.
last
People do that.
for
They
like a week or so?
people cook it. They'll cook the whole egg. They'll
Well, can you keep
scramble
it raw in a jar?
I don't know.
And pour it out?
I don't
Doubt
know.
it.
That I don't know.
I wouldn't risk it.
I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Whenever we eat it, I usually eat it right away, or I'll make scrambled egg, and have it throughout the week.
Todd, how many people will that egg?
It's 2 dozen.
2 dozen? Oh, okay.
24 eggs.
Okay.
And we usually get 15, 20 eggs a week like this.
Wow.
We collect. Last night I collected. I get home to about 8 from the zoo. I had 23 eggs last night.
Wow. And how often do they lay it?
Every night.
Every single night?
Just different ones.
Hens lay every other day or every second day.
Wow.
How do you have to go out?
The males don't lay the eggs, Christine.
And they don't bother you?
Males don't lay
They
the
do.
eggs.
How do they bother you?
The roosters are very aggressive.
What do they do?
Doesn't mean it. The hens are no problem.
What,
Love hens.
how are the roosters aggressive? What do they do that's
They
aggressive?
come right after you.
They charge
Yeah,
you.
they charge you.
Oh, do they?
I don't. I use a PVC pole sometimes, where I'll take the truck in. Most of the time, the nests are actually in the corners of the fences. They like to lay in the corners, but I have some hens actually lay in the middle of the fields, and that's the challenging part.
Now, is it just certain times of the year they're like
March
this,
to September.
Okay.
I stopped collecting eggs in August.